Let me ask this question, though. Why not Bayern? When you have a chance to win trophies next season, why not? You could even win the Champions League.
You could, but I don't think they will. I don't think they're anywhere close to Real Madrid or Man City, so there's no guarantee you win a Champions League with Bayern.
But there's probably a guarantee you'll win a trophy, which there isn't with Spurs.
Yeah, you wouldn't have said that on the last day of the season last season. When they won the
But
league
what
by
did
1
they do?
point.
But what did they do?
No, I get it. No, I'm not putting... I'm on Bayern, I'm not putting anything
Imagine
down.
if they did have that striker like Harry Kane
No,
last
he'd be
season.
amazing for them. Of course he would. It'd be amazing for them. He'd probably churn out 30 goals, as I said. But from my angle, what I'm saying is, from the footballer's point of view, it doesn't make any sense diving into a move to Bayern, unbelievable, football club and a massive juggernaut of a football club they are, to put a very quick trophy in the cabinet. Whereas if you wait 6 months and wait and go on a free next year, you bring Man City where you can put 5 trophies in the cabinet inside 2 years. You've got the potential to go and have Real Madrid on your CV, which are levels. When you play for Real Madrid, when you play for Real Madrid, once you've worn that shirt, that is huge for your career. That puts you on the world map. So that on a free transfer, and Mbappe on a free transfer, I can't see why you dive into Bayern.
Because you're looking at this, you're saying, let's focus on this summer, but then you're making it seem as if, like, there are no other players in the world, and the market is not a fluid place, and teams don't need to make decisions financially that not only secure their present but also secure their future. You're looking at it if we're playing with monopoly money here, as if we can make every decision that we want, and it's not quite
that easy.
easy.
Thing, monopoly money. There's no money because he's on a free transfer. There's no money.
But at the moment, the only thing that's stopping Harry Kane going to Bayern Munich is Daniel Levy, because I think Harry Kane wants to go to Bayern Munich.
I don't think he does. I'm not sure he does.
Why would he have talks with them? Why would he talk about transfer, not transfer
play the
fees,
game.
wages and all that
sort of stuff? You've got an agent, you can play... I mean, let's have it right. We've heard from Uli Hoeneß, we've heard from reporters, we've heard from pundits and everyone in the game. When was the last time you heard from Harry Kane's camp on this?
Well, why don't we? If he's going to stay at Spurs, why doesn't he do that for the club that he loves? Why doesn't he speak sooner?
Because he's probably keeping Bayern on a leash where maybe he joins. Maybe he joins in this window, but maybe he's thinking, why would we want to upset Bayern Munich? Because we're going to try and bring them to the table.
Because we go back to where we started. Ange Postecoglou has got a massive problem because he's got to build his team around a centre forward that might not be there in 2 weeks. And right on transfer deadline day, they sell him maybe to Bayern Munich, and now they've got to get a striker in to replace him.
And that is correct.
And that's bad management, I think, from Daniel Levy again.
Well, that is correct, but that's a whole new discussion. We were talking about Harry Kane, the player, and what potentially does he do in terms of his move.
So let me ask you one more thing, just because you said it. Was Lewandowski on the world stage when he was at Bayern?
Yes, he was, yeah.
So Harry Kane would be on the world stage.
No, I'm not saying he wouldn't. I just think there's levels, and I think with every footballer, I think timing's the most important thing in terms of your move. And going to Bayern, I've got no doubt he'll be a success. And I've got no doubt Bayern will probably win the league again for the 10th time, whatever it is. And he'll be huge for them, and the club will be successful. My angle is, I don't think you would rush into that move. And it's not just because it's Bayern. I think because the potential buyers, I'll say that loosely because he's on a free transfer, you bring all of those clubs, you bring Barcelona, you bring Real Madrid, you bring Man United, Liverpool, Man City, everyone to the table next year on a free transfer. And, by the way, which means a lot to him, is potentially breaking Harry Kane's record. So staying in the Premier League might be a pull. So staying at Tottenham for 1 more year, he gets 25 goals closer to Shearer's record, which means a lot because that might never, ever be broken. So to him, he might be thinking that's worth more than a trophy.
In the end, there's only 2 things he's going to do. He's either going to go to Bayern Munich or he'll sign another 4-year contract at Spurs.
He won't. I don't think he signs at Spurs. I think he stays 1 more year, and I repeat myself, he goes somewhere on a free.
Here's the thing, Don.
I don't think he signs for
last
Tottenham
point.
Here's the thing, Don. Not in studio, but usually when you are at your home, you come on and tell us things as, I guarantee you, he's going to Manchester City. Harry Kane going to Manchester City. So here in studio, we have the opportunity. Are you then guaranteeing?
No, how can I guarantee?
Well, you've done it in the past.
How can I guarantee on something and someone I don't know? What I'm guaranteeing is from what I would do as a player.
Right.
And my senses are, I don't know why you'd rush into a Bayern Munich move when you can go to Bayern next summer, Real Madrid, Man City, Liverpool, Man United. You can go to anyone you like and you bring them all to the table. Then all of a sudden you're negotiating power in terms of how much money you want.
So if you're going to
and you're a year older.
I don't know.
And you're a year older. 31. Hey, it does make a big difference.
31. 31 to Kane. I mean, come on. The boys, Zlatan's played to 40. Come on.
All right.
Baby.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.